matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Running behind that left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Houston will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. So Iowa State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Slithers into space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. It's Malone. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's ball. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Houston will be forced to punt. Oh, what a move to get open. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Complete to start this drive. After the filthy move, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the grab. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Ebby. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Offense working from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ebby. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Malone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. On the run, it's Irvin. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Finds his big tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Malone. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with 0 hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Oh, what a move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Pulls a fire complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrell. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return. But what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Anderson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 20 over Memphis.
He'll pull it on the read.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Malone. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Anderson. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Snap it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Red pass, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. Touchdown, Cougar! And they've moved out front here on the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off-play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target to the left. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like